I would now like to call upon Yang Berbahagia Datuk Seri Dr. Awang Adik Hussein, Chairman of the Securities Commission Malaysia, to seek His Royal Highness's pleasure to present his welcoming address.
Ampun tuanku, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi dan salam sejahtera. Menghadap Duli Yang Maha Mulia Paduka Seri Sultan Perak Darul Ridwan, Sultan Nazrin Muizzuddin Shah Ibni Almarhum Sultan Azlan Muhibbuddin Shah Almarhullah. Ampun tuanku, beribu-ribu ampun, sembah patik mohon diampun. Terlebih dahulu dengan penuh hormat dan takzimnya, patik bagi pihak Suruhanjaya Sekuriti Malaysia SC memanjatkan setinggi-tinggi kesyukuran kehadrat Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala kerana dengan limpah kurnia dan inayahnya, patik dan hadirin sekalian dapat berkumpul bagi menyambut dan meraihkan keberangkatan Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku ke majlis yang bersejarah dan penuh bermakna ini. Sesungguhnya keberkatan Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku amatlah dialu-alukan dan dinanti-nantikan, terutamanya oleh seluruh warga SC. Kesudian Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku bercemar duli berangkat ke majlis ini juga memperlihatkan keprihatinan dan sokongan berterusan Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku terhadap segala inisiatif SC dan sektor keuangan, terutamanya pasaran modal Islam sejak lebih 15 tahun yang lalu. Penglibatan Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku dalam acara anjuran SC bermula dalam tahun 2009 di Hotel Shangri-La apabila Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku menyampaikan ucap tama sempena program World Capital Market Symposium. Tahun 2010 pula menyaksikan Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku menyampaikan ucap tama sulung di SC Malaysia sempena sesi meja bulat SC OSIS, Oxford Center for Islamic Studies, yang pertama kali diadakan. Sejak itu, Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku telah terlibat secara aktif dalam sesi tahunan meja bulat SC OSIS, terutamanya di atas kapasiti Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku sebagai penaung diraja bagi inisiatif keuangan Islam Malaysia. Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku juga telah berkenan bercemar duli ke hampir semua majlis rumah terbuka Aidilfitri SC serta menzahirkan titah di beberapa persidangan antarabangsa, anjuran SC dan industri pasaran modal. Sesungguhnya sumbangan Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku kepada SC amatlah besar dan bermakna. SC dan sektor keuangan Islam keseluruhannya banyak terhutang budi kepada Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku. Khususnya kolaborasi SC OSIS yang telah berjalan sejak tahun 2010 pastinya tidak berjaya tanpa sentuhan dan bimbingan Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku setiap tahun ianya diadakan. Sentuhan ini sentiasa membawa sinaran cahaya diraja yang menerangi gerak langkah SC ke hadapan, sekaligus membina sebuah sejarah SC yang gemilang. Untuk mengangkat kolaborasi SC OSIS ke tahap yang lebih tinggi, patik dengan penuh takzimnya ingin mengumumkan SC dan OSIS telah bersetuju untuk mewujudkan kursi di atas nama Sultan Nazrin Shah di Oxford Center for Islamic Studies. Ampun Tuanku, patik merafak sembah memohon ampuni limpah perkenan Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku untuk patik turut mengalu-ngalukan para hadirin sekalian dan meneruskan sembah ucapan patik kepada mereka dalam bahasa Inggeris. Ampun Tuanku. It is a great pleasure for me to welcome all our guests to the SC today, in particular my predecessors, Tan Sri Munir Majid, Dato' Ali Abdul Kadir, Tan Sri Zarinah Anwar, Tan Sri Rajid, and Dato' Syed Alba. Unfortunately, Tan Sri Muhammad Nur Yusof is not able to be with us this morning due to unforeseen circumstances, and he has asked me to convey his salam to all. SC board members, past and present, industry captains, distinguished guests, members of the media, fellow colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Soon after I took over as chairman of the Securities Commission Malaysia in June 2022, I was informed that the SC would celebrate its 30th anniversary in 2023. In the past, the SC had published 2 anniversary books for its 10th and 20th anniversaries. I thought another book seemed to be a reasonable proposition, but I wanted something a little different. Living history comes not only from the recounting of facts and events, but rather from the memories of those who lived through those years. And who better to tell these stories than my predecessors, the previous SC chairman, who had experienced firsthand all that had happened within the organization. Some of the stories in the book have not been told before. We were lucky, we managed to get all 6 previous chairmen to contribute. We even managed to catch Tan Sri Ranjit, who was back in Malaysia, on a brief visit from Washington, D.C. for his contribution. I think this was a unique opportunity in our lifetime. If we were to do this for the 40th anniversary, maybe some of us may no longer be around. In any case, we pray all of us will have a long and fruitful life ahead of us. Interviewing the past chairman was not just a way of making history come alive. It was at the same time my way of honoring and acknowledging their contributions, the bridge they put in place to make the SC what it is today. We will forever grateful to Tan Sri Munir for giving this iconic building where we sit in today. When I assumed this position, I realized very quickly that at the SC, the buck stops with the chairman. So I'm sure that my predecessors will have a wealth of knowledge, insights, and many interesting stories to tell. After all, the past 3 decades have been nothing, if not tumultuous, from a capital market perspective. I would like to thank my colleagues for being so gracious and spending so much of their time and wisdom towards the book. And not just the previous chairman, but the former senior management, as well as the people who work behind the scenes to keep the market on an even footing, despite numerous challenges they had to face. I was impressed with the role that SC has played at the international level and its impact on how markets are regulated worldwide. I know Tan Sri Munir during his time had a strong voice for emerging markets at international forums. We were also the chair of the ASEAN Capital Market Forum from 2006 to 2008 under Tan Sri Zarinah and 2014 to 2018 under Tan Sri Ranjit, about 6 years in all, and we will be chair again in 2025. The SC has also been on the board of the International Organization of Securities Commission, IOSCO, since 2012. Before that, we were on the IOSCO Executive Committee from 1996 to 2004. Virtually all the chairmen of the SC have served in a leadership position within IOSCO. We were the chair of the IOSCO Growth and Emerging Markets Committee from 1996 to 1999 under Tan Sri Munir, and 2012 to 2018 under Tan Sri Ranjit. We were also the chair of IOSCO Asia Pacific Regional Committee from 2000 to 2004 under Dato' Ali Kadir. Ampun Tuanku, I'm so happy that we managed to publish this book for the 30th anniversary in its present form. I did not want just any typical history book, but one that came direct from the horse's mouth. I wanted something that we all would want to pick up and find interesting to read more about. When the stories are not recorded, they are lost forever as people leave the organization or pass on. The stories that make up an organization are its living, breathing soul. When we record the past, we become part of its story. Otherwise, we are just separate cogs in a wheel where no sense of history, tradition, and belonging. This then is my gift to the staff of the SC, both present and those who are yet to join. They can read the stories of those who came before them to know why certain policies are in place and why the SC does things the way it does. You learn from the past, take it forward, and become part of the tapestry. To the young generation, please understand that it is not only what you do that matters, but also what others have done before you. We should be accorded equal importance. What makes this book even more special is that our Prime Minister, Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar bin Ibrahim, consented to write the foreword. It is most befitting, as he was the one who established the SC and was very much part of the SC's history. His perspective has been invaluable, and his advice will continue to guide the SC going forward. I would like to thank my colleagues once again, all the previous chairmen of the SC, for making all this possible. They were not only willing to contribute after leaving office for so long, but were so passionate and committed about continuing to say the right thing for the SC and keeping our flag flying high. I know that their experiences will provide a better pathway for the SC going forward in terms of handling challenges, which I'm sure will continue to confront us. A word of appreciation to all our stakeholders, senior and long-serving staff, and even past staff who have been willing to contribute their experiences as well. From the very beginning, the SC has been not just a national, but an international organization, operating in close cooperation with our regional and international counterparts. I would like to thank the ASEAN regulators and even the IOSCO chairman for contributing their kind words to this book. And finally, I would like to thank all of you for attending the event here today. As a way to show our appreciation, you will be getting a copy of the book, the first bite at the apple, so to speak, and free of charge. Ampun tuanku, sebelum Patik mengakhiri sembah ucapan ini, izinkan Patik meluahkan rasa terharu Patik dan seluruh warga SC sekali lagi di atas kesudian Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku untuk menzahirkan titah diraja sebagai pelengkap kepada pelancaran buku SC 30 tahun yang bersejarah ini. Yang paling istimewa, titah diraja Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku merupakan kemuncak kepada projek buku ini. Patik yakin ianya bukan sahaja menjadikan buku ini lebih bernilai, tetapi juga menyuntik semangat dan rasa kepuasan hati semua penyumbang yang berjaya dan telah menjayakan buku ulang tahun SC yang ke-30. Demikianlah sempurnanya ucapan sembah ucapan Patik. Patik sekali lagi merafak sembah menjunjung setinggi-tinggi kasih di atas limpah perkenan Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku bercema duli berangkat ke majlis ini. Ampun tuanku, beribu-ribu ampun, sembah Patik mohon diampun. Patik menjunjung kasih tuanku.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Your Royal Highness, I would now like to call upon Yang Berbahagia Datuk Seri Dr. Awangadik Hussein to invite His Royal Highness Sultan Nazrin Muizzuddin Shah, the Sultan of Perak Darul Ridwan, to deliver the royal address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be here this morning to launch this remarkable book, which commemorates an even more remarkable achievement. Back in 1993, the Securities Commission Malaysia was established to regulate, strengthen, and grow our capital market. More than 30 years later, here we are with this impressive volume as a testament to the achievements, the challenges, and the collective human effort that has gone into the SC's journey so far. I would like to begin by expressing my congratulations to all those involved in the making of this book, and by extension, the making of the SC into the globally respected institution it is today. In particular, I would like to commend the present chairman of the SC, Datuk Sri Awang Adik Hussein, whose vision for this book as a compendium of wisdom and knowledge truly has been realized. I would also like to applaud the brilliant efforts of the main writer, Jennifer Jacobs, and all those involved in the writing, editing, and producing this book. I think it is fair to say that you have thoroughly met the brief. The first thing that struck me upon opening and browsing through capital market in Malaysia is the sheer number of people whose words and ideas contribute to its pages. From the various chairmen to the deputy chief executives, the senior management team, key industry partners, and stakeholders around the world, there are over 25 named individuals who share their unique perspectives in this volume. And that is not to mention all those who feature in photographs of the SC's journey. This book really pays tribute to the power of the team, to the way in which individual minds, voices, and talents have come together across the decades to build the SC into an internationally celebrated regulatory body. On the book's first page is a quote from Tun Dr. Ismail Abdul Rahman, our country's first ambassador to the United States, as well as the United Nations, at the very dawn of our nation's independence in 1957, which proclaims that, and I quote, "Our basic strength lies not in material things, but in the moral character and purpose of our people," unquote. Nearly 70 years later, what better legacy for this statement than the brilliant contributions captured in these pages? Across 3 decades of the SC's history, we discover how key figures within the organization perceived and approached the unique challenges of their day. From Tan Sri Munir Majid, the very first chairman of the SC, who navigated a young institution through the Asian financial crisis, to Dato' Zainal Islan Zainal Abidin in the run-up to and during COVID-19, who had to rapidly reconfigure plans for sustainable growth in the wake of the pandemic, as well as gaining insights into the handling of such crises. We also learn how individuals have sought to tackle longer-term, more systemic problems. For instance, during his tenure, Tan Sri Muhammad Noor Yusof strove to internationalize the Malaysian market, allowing 5 foreign stock brokering companies and 5 foreign fund management companies to operate in the country. And Tan Sri Zarinah Anwar, the first female chairman of the SC, sought in her time to increase custodial sentences for capital market offenses in a crackdown on corruption, and also set in motion policies to increase gender diversity across company boards. What I particularly enjoyed about the way the book delivers its contributor stories is that there is also space for those truly human moments. We get a real and I think important insight into the lives touched by global events, into how the personal and economic intersect. How typical, for instance, that the Asian financial crisis should begin in earnest just as Tan Sri Ranjit Singh, another chairman of the SC, set off on his honeymoon. And how wonderfully down to earth that in the midst of the COVID pandemic, Chairman Dato' Syed Zaid Alba decided staff could swap suits for jeans and sneakers to make everyone feel as comfortable as possible in an unprecedentedly stressful time. While these and other such anecdotes might be taken as somewhat frivolous details there to add color, I believe they are more than this. They are a reminder of the real lives, the real sacrifices, the real relationships and camaraderie upon which the SC has been built. I, for one, think it is important to immortalize that on paper, along with the major institutional achievements. Strengthening institutions goes hand in hand with empowering their people. And those achievements certainly have been staggering. Less than 2 decades after the SC was founded, Malaysia was awarded 92% in a comprehensive financial sector assessment by the IMF and the World Bank, among the highest score for any emerging economy. This highlights the monumental work undertaken by the SC in that almost 20-year period to regulate and strengthen Malaysia's capital markets. Looking to more recent times, meanwhile, as of April 2023, a total of 22.2 billion ringgit had been issued under the SC's Sustainable and Responsible Investment Sukuk framework, a hugely significant step towards a more sustainable and ethical economy. Underlying these and countless other achievements recorded in this book is the SC's incredible foresight. Again and again in its pages, we encounter stories of SC staff advising caution at the national and international level just before a crisis struck. Tan Sri Munir Majid saw the warning signs of the market super boom ahead of the Asian financial crisis of 1997. The SC's own report on the causes and effects of this financial crisis called for regulation of international hedge funds around a decade before the global financial crisis in 2007. And although the advice was not necessarily acted upon, it rightly earned the SC global credibility and influence in retrospect. As crucial as contingency planning is, moreover, what sets the SC apart is not simply its ability to anticipate risks, it is its wholehearted embrace of the future. The SC's second chairman, Dato' Ali Abdul Kadir, comments in this book that his role, as he saw it, was to have a vision and a plan for how the capital markets should look in the future. And this proactive spirit of looking forward shines through across the book. For instance, in an interview which observes that instead of complaining about new environmental, social, and governance rules, market stakeholders should be viewing them as a new way to create value for the modern world. Over the years, I have had the privilege of attending and speaking at the Oxford roundtables organized between the Securities Commission Malaysia and the Oxford Center for Islamic Studies. There too, we see the forward-looking, far-sighted quality of this institution, with recent roundtable themes highlighting such topics as stewardship, investment towards the common good, the stakeholder economy, and social and impact investment. These roundtables have particularly emphasized the role of Islamic finance in relation to all these topics, and the SC is certainly a pioneer in this area, becoming the industry's global trendsetter. I have mentioned already its SRI Sukuks, just one example of an institution striving for an economic future which is not merely halal, but tayyib, sustainable, inclusive, and equitable. Throughout its impressive history, the SC has been ahead of the curve. And although some crises like the pandemic cannot be anticipated, this forward planning has allowed the SC to navigate choppy waters while never losing sight of longer-term goals and trends. The feature articles in this book, I believe, are yet another manifestation of this far-sighted vision. In the first feature article, for instance, the writers emphasize the ever-increasing importance of corporate governance in rapidly changing, unpredictable times. Corporate governance, they argue, must provide the framework within which companies can then be flexible and innovative, ensuring always a solid foundation of public confidence. Regulation is there not to be a blocker, but rather an enabler, smoothing the path to progress. Indeed, in this sense, the SC epitomizes what is so often overlooked about Adam Smith's seminal invisible hand theory, that free markets require a foundation of morality and the check of government oversight in order to prosper. This also chimes well with the long tradition of Hisbah in Islam, the individual as well as the collective duty to uphold the rule of law, best expressed in the Quranic maxim of enjoining the good and forbidding the wrong. The fourth feature article in the book, meanwhile, explores how technical advances are transforming the markets with growing rapidity. It emphasizes the many benefits and opportunities of this: increased transparency, democratization, boosted efficiency, while also highlighting the risks that must be managed. Again, guidelines and regulations are not there to deter innovation. They are indeed what make innovation possible, serving as guardrails to ensure the safe and rapid adoption of new technology. Through these and other feature articles, Capital Market in Malaysia does what the SC has always done so effectively and looks forward as well as back, setting out a kind of blueprint for the continued growth of our economy. It occurs to me that in generational terms, the Securities Commission Malaysia would be classed as a millennial. And reflecting on many of the traits typically associated with millennials, the label indeed seems a fitting one. The SC is, after all, environmentally conscious, working to advance the sustainability agenda through its SRI Sukuk initiatives. It is switched on to the transformative power of digital solutions, as is evident from the feature article on technology I referred to a moment ago. It is, moreover, thoughtful and measured in its approach to growth. Born out of an era of booming, unregulated profit, it has witnessed firsthand the turbulent times that followed. It values financial responsibility and prudence as the route to sustainable growth. Now mostly in their 30s, millennials have been making their mark on the workplace and the world for many years. They are influential and impactful. Their ethics and outlook on everything, from the environment to technology, are increasingly prominent. Yet, their biggest years, the years in which they will have the power to truly change the world, are still to come. I firmly believe the same is true of the SC. In setting out the achievements and challenges, the journey, if you will, of the first 30 years, this book also charts a course into the future. This is a future in which ethical, sustainable finance and growth with responsibility will be needed more than ever before. I, for one, am excited to see the SC lead the way in steering the world towards a brighter future. On that note, I would like to take a moment before I finish to wish Muslims in this hall and across the globe a blessed and happy Ramadan. To send my very best wishes to Christians currently observing the period of Lent, and to wish for peace and hope in 2024 for people of all denominations around the world. Congratulations once again to the Securities Commission and to all those involved in making this impressive book. And with that, I officially send Capital Market in Malaysia, past, present, and future, out into the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Royal Highness. Your Royal Highness, we would now like to invite Datuk Seri Dr. Awang Adik to accompany His Royal Highness on stage to officially launch the SC30 book, Capital Market Malaysia, Past, Present and Future. Thank you very much, Your Royal Highness and Datuk Sri Dr. Awang Adik. Your Royal Highness, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. We have now officially launched the SC30 book, Capital Market Malaysia, Past, Present and Future. As we mark our anniversary, we would like to share a short video.
In the heart of Southeast Asia, Malaysia's capital market has been a catalyst of growth and innovation. Over the past 3 decades, Malaysia has witnessed a remarkable average capital market fundraising of 78 billion ringgit annually, with a 9.1% cumulative annual growth rate. Established on 1st March 1993, the Securities Commission Malaysia has been at the forefront, regulating and developing the capital market. Today, Malaysia's capital market stands at 3.8 trillion ringgit, 2.42 times its GDP. It has one of the largest unit trust industries in Southeast Asia and home to the 3rd largest local bond market relative to GDP in Asia. Renowned globally for its Islamic capital market, Malaysia leads in sukuk issuances and Islamic funds. But it's not just about numbers. Integrity, governance and investor protection are paramount. Through initiatives like Invest Smart, we empower ordinary investors, equipping them with financial literacy and tools to navigate the market safely. And with Invested, we are investing in the future, nurturing a sustainable talent pipeline for the capital market. Internationally, the SC plays an active role in shaping regulatory discussion through memberships like IOSCO. And regionally, we're driving efforts to create a more connected and inclusive ASEAN capital market. Committed to sustainability, we've introduced the Principles-Based Sustainable and Responsible Investment (SRI) taxonomy for capital market. Embracing digital transformation, we have pioneered regulatory frameworks for equity crowdfunding and peer-to-peer financing benefiting small businesses. As we look to the future, we will ensure that Malaysia's capital market will continue to drive growth, innovation and prosperity for all.
I am grateful that the SC is now well established. The spirit and commitment and innovation of the pioneering team brought about the clear establishment of the SC to what it is today. I'm happy to see how the staff of the SC, most of whom remain with the SC until now. We at the SC, I still say we at the SC, must always meet the needs of the real economy.
This book showcases our thought leadership on the Malaysian capital market. It captures wisdom and knowledge from those who have helped shape this respected institution since 1993. For me, this is a great organization with a proud history. I'm honored to be given the opportunity to lead the SC team and continue the excellent work of my predecessors. This book is a testament of our ongoing journey to drive the Malaysian capital market forward.
Your Royal Highness, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you to all our past and present chairmen. Yang berbahagia Datuk Sri Dr. Awang Adik Hussein, yang berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Munir Majid, yang berbahagia Datuk Ali Abdul Kadir, yang berbahagia Tan Sri Zarinah Anwar, also acknowledging the presence of Tan Sri Datuk Sri Ranjit Ajik Singh, who actually made time from a regional trip, and thank you Datuk Said Alba. It has indeed been and continues to be an amazing journey ahead. For your information, the book will be made available on the SC website, and if you would like, you may scan the QR code on screen to download. As we approach the end of this event, we look forward to crossing paths with you again in the pursuit of knowledge and excellence. Ampun tuanku, demikianlah sempurnanya majlis pada hari ini. Patik sekali lagi bagi pihak Suruhanjaya Sekuriti Malaysia dengan penuh hormat dan takzimnya merafak sembah menjunjung setinggi-tinggi kasih di atas limpah perkenan Duli Yang